Good afternoon and welcome to my channel. My name is Joyce and I do all things personal development. If this is your first time, a very warm welcome. For those of you that keep coming back, I really do appreciate your time, and I hope that you continue to find information here really helpful and beneficial for your own growth and your own development. The reason why I do this work is because I truly believe that when you work on yourself, when you work on being happy, making sure you're living a fulfilled life, working on your character, working on your self and your own image and your own view of life, your life becomes easier, because now you are no longer waiting for other people to make a difference, because you're making that difference yourself. You're not waiting for other people to open doors for you, because while that is a beautiful thing and there's always a time and a place for that, we recognize for the most part we have to open the doors ourselves. We have to be in a position where we are allowing, or we are creating space for doors to be opened. And I think the other thing about that is that you become self-sufficient, because you're not waiting for other people to change. You're not waiting for doors to open. You're not waiting for wisdom or manna to come from heaven. You're creating that manna. You're creating that wisdom. You're creating that opportunity yourself. And so, welcome to my channel. If you're ready to do the work, if you're ready to knuckle down and put yourself on the firing squad, as it were, then you are opening up yourself for a beautiful world ahead, as long as you are willing to invest on yourself. Now, obviously, this is YouTube, so most of this channel most of this work is cost-free. You still need to do work. So, for example, I talk a lot about journaling and meditation. That takes a lot of effort, and it takes a lot of consistent effort every single day, because you are choosing half an hour in the morning or in the evening or at lunchtime, however you choose, to invest in understanding yourself. And, that's half an hour out of, 24 hours, right? So in a grand scheme of things, it's not a lot of time. But when you consistently pour into yourself that way, it does eventually pile up. So it might end up being so that's 1, 2, 3, about 3.5 hours every single week just in meditation. When you talk about journaling, maybe 10-15 minutes every morning before you start your day, again, that soon piles up. And we talk a lot, especially I talk a lot about time and the need for you to consistently invest in yourself, because unless you're doing it consistently, you're wasting your time. Working on yourself in, one day here, next time you sit down to meditate is in another 2 weeks or 1 week. It's really not going to be very impactful. What you need to be able to do to see a real difference is stack up those hours on a consistent basis. Because when you think about it, for anybody, and I always use this in my examples around Olympians, when you're thinking about going for the Olympic medal, you don't do it by showing up on the track once or twice a week. That's not going to work. And actually, that might not be too bad. But if you're going for the goal, it's going to have to be consistent effort every single day. And for yourself, it's very hard to see that sort of investment unless you look at you're actually monitoring what it is that you're doing, and that you have your goal set. So you're reviewing that every week, every month, every 6 months, every year, and then looking back and thinking how far you've come. And so for me, I'm really big on personal development. I can never talk enough about the need for you to change yourself. And I say this on this channel gazillion times. Change begins with yourself. You have to look internally first before you look externally, because really the world is only a reflection of what you are already seeing within yourself, right? You will never be anything beyond what you envision and you have a goal for yourself, right? You can never be this random, incredible person because you just woke up one day and decided, well, the gods decided to shine upon you, right? You have to consistently set the goal and then go for it in order for you to become better. So today is all about ensuring that, or rather reminding people that you are probably the biggest investment you'll ever make on yourself. And now a lot of us have been brought up in a space where we are the last people to invest in. You are the last person to even consider. I know in my particular example, even just paying attention to yourself was always such a, you were very selfish to do that. What is wrong with you? Why would you invest in yourself? You are such a self-centered person. But yet that's exactly what we need to do in order for us to, to live a life well lived. None of us know how much time we have on this earth, and yet it behooves us every single day to make sure that we examine our lives. I think it's Thoreau that says an unexamined life is not worth living, and I truly believe that. And that is why I set up this channel. That is why I journal. That is why I work in an industry where service is paramount, right? Because unless you are pouring into yourself and others, what is life really? I think when you're in a certain age, especially when you're younger, we are taught to, go out there and conquer the world and be the best, and that you have to be, right? I think that goes without saying. To me, I'm always saying you've got to have that for yourself. But beyond that is being able to say, this is what I've done with my life, and I am truly grateful for the opportunity to have invested in myself, in others. That this is what I did with my life. I think that's such a powerful thing to be able to look back and say about your life, however long that might be for you, right? And so I'm hoping this is not coming across as morbid, but just really a reminder that you are the one person that you need to unapologetically invest in. Because if you are not, neither is anyone else. If you're not happy, no one else is. And happy, obviously, is, the word itself comes from happenings. But my idea of happiness really is that you are fulfilled, that you're content, that you are happy with where things are right now, just as the thing is, or life is, or the offering is, right? So you're not waiting for your business to boom. You're not waiting for a particular income. You're not waiting for a particular relationship. You're not waiting for a particular job title to be happy. That happiness is now. I hope that's been helpful, and it's a good preamble to what we'll be talking about this week. And it's essentially about making sure that you're pouring into yourself unapologetically. Have an incredible day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Take good care. Bye.